very many disqualifying factors weighing against her.
Oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ó ní wọ́n fi ń júwe náà fi ń ṣàpèjúwe arábìnrin yìí ní ọ̀nà tí ò tọ́.
This woman was a foreigner. She was living in Sidon, which is enemy territory to Israel.
Wọ́n sọ pé àlejò ni arábìnrin yìí tí ó dẹ̀ tún gbé ní àárín àwọn ọ̀tá àwọn Ísírẹ́lì.
In fact, Sidon, we are told, is a Gentile nation, the home of Jezebel and the center of Baal worship.
Ní ìlú tí wọ́n sọ Sidon yìí, ó jẹ́ pé ibẹ̀ ni àwọn oríṣiríṣi èèyàn burúkú, àwọn ẹlẹ́mìí burúkú tí wọ́n ń gbé.
Now, as if to compound matters, the woman was a widow and she was poor.
Kí a tún wá gbọ́ sí pé arábìnrin yìí ó jẹ́ opó, ó dẹ̀ tún ṣe aláìní.
But God told Elijah
Ọlọ́run wá rán Elijah
to go to her.
Láti lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀.
You know, Elijah himself, that was a very low time, a time of depression, of anxiety, of worry for Elijah. And God wanted to nurture him back to health so that he could continue his assignment.
Àsìkò yìí tún jẹ́ ìgbà tí arákùnrin Elijah tó wà nínú ìṣòro, ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ràn án lọ́wọ́ láti lè mú padà sí ipò rẹ̀.
You and I, if God wants to, I mean, we are praying for something that, oh, this is a very difficult time, and God now says, go to enemy territory. And not that, oh, there is a millionaire there that would, attend to all our requests. Go to this poor woman.
Ìgbà míì wà tí Ọlọ́run á rán wa lọ sí ibi tó yẹ pé a kò tiẹ̀ rò tẹ́lẹ̀, ibi tó yẹ pé kò ṣe pé olówó ló wà ńbẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìtàn tí à ń sọ fún wa yìí. Ọ̀dọ̀ obìnrin opó, ẹni tí ò ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ ni Ọlọ́run rán Elijah lọ.
The instructions went both ways. God told Elijah in verse 9, it says, I have commanded the widow there to provide for you.
Ní ẹsẹ̀ kẹsàn-án ó sọ fún wa, ó kà fún wa wípé mo ti pàṣẹ fún arábìnrin opó náà kí ó pèsè fún ọ.
And God must also have communicated, even though we are not told so expressly, he must also have communicated with this woman.
A dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé Ọlọ́run náà tí ó rán Elijah lọ yìí, Ọlọ́run á ti bá arábìnrin náà sọ̀rọ̀ wípé arákùnrin kan ń bọ̀ wá bá a.
When Elijah got there, did he say, oh, I need to eat, I need to rest, He too was being careful that it's like, what kind of situation is this? So what did he do first? He asked for a cup of water.
Nígbà tí arákùnrin Elijah tí ó débẹ̀, kò béèrè fún nǹkan tí arábìnrin náà ò ní. Fún mi ní omi.
The woman, water, oh, that's fine, okay. The woman was going to get the water, and then he called after her. When you are coming back, please bring a morsel of bread in your hands for me to eat.
Obìnrin náà lọ mú omi wá, ó dì sọ fún wípé jọ̀ọ́ tí o bá ti ń padà bọ̀, bá mi mú àkàrà kékeré náà dání pẹ̀lú rẹ̀.
And this made the woman turn back.
Arábìnrin náà wá bojú wẹ̀yìn.
Here is a widow with a little son.
Arábìnrin opó yìí pẹ̀lú ọmọ rẹ̀ kan ṣoṣo.
You know, women, if you can even sacrifice something that belongs to you, but when you are trying to care for your young child, isn't it? Isn't that so? We all know how it is. Women.
Àwa obìnrin, a lè fi nǹkan tó jẹ́ titi wa, a lè fi fún ẹlòmíràn, ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣe nǹkan tí ọmọ wa máa nílò.
When women are trying to protect their young ones, I think there's extra energy or extra power that comes from where, I don't know.
Nígbà tí obìnrin bá ń fẹ́ máa tọ́jú ọmọ rẹ̀, agbára kan máa ń wá látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run wá.
There is a boldness that comes as well.
Àti ìgboyà.
And so this woman had to turn back to explain that, oh, I'm very sorry, I'm just a poor woman. I have only a handful of flour and a little oil, and I want to use it to prepare the last meal for this young child.
obìnrin náà wá sọ fún un wípé aláìní ni òun fúláwà kékeré tó kù yìí òun lòun máa fi ṣe búrẹ́dì kékeré fún ọmọ rẹ̀ tí ó wà níbí.
The situation was so hopeless that the widow at Sidon was just waiting to make that bread, that last bread for her kid, and there was no other hope. The Bible tells us that she said, after that, then, they will wait to die.
Arábìnrin náà ó sọ fún un wípé àkàrà tóun bá ti ṣe tán báyìí tí ọmọ òun àtòun bá ti jẹ eléyìí tán ó ti tán nìyẹn, ikú ló dẹ̀ tún kù fún wọn torí pé kò sí ibòmíì tí yóò ti ìpèsè àtúnwá mọ́.
That's to show us that it's not always that what God wants us to do is easy.
Eléyìí ó fi hàn fún wa wípé kò ń ṣe gbogbo ìgbà ní ìpè tí a bá gbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó máa ń rọrùn fún wa láti ṣe.
If I have maybe 2 or 3 loaves and you say, oh, bring a morsel out of it, that one is easy. But if that's the last one, and it's not even just for me alone, it's also for someone who is dependent on me. It's not easy.
Kí n mú nínú nǹkan kékeré tí mo fẹ́ jẹ kí n fún ọ ní díẹ̀, ìyẹn sì dára. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ní pé gbogbo rẹ̀ ó ní o fẹ́ gbà, eléyìí ó máa ṣòro díẹ̀ láti ṣe.
So the woman's response was born out of fear, out of worry, out of anxiety. What will the future hold if I obey the instructions of God sent through this prophet?
Inú obìnrin náà ó bàjẹ́, ọkàn rẹ̀ sì dàrú nítorí pé ẹ̀rù ń bà wípé tí mo bá dáhùn ohùn Ọlọ́run tí òun gbọ́ yìí, báwo ni ọjọ́ ọ̀la òun ṣe máa rí òun àtọmọ òun.
So in verse 14, we are told that Elijah gave her a promise from God that her needs would be supplied, and she trusted God.
Ní inú ìwé Bíbélì tí a kà ní ẹsẹ̀ 14, arákùnrin Elijah ó sọ fún wípé gbogbo nǹkan ìní rẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run máa pèsè fún. Arábìnrin yìí ó sì gbàgbọ́ nínú rẹ̀.
You remember that story. But not the least, we have the story of a young virgin named Mary.
A tún rí ìtàn arábìnrin kékeré kan tí à ń pè ní Maria.
I don't know whose situation was more difficult between that of Mary and that of the widow that we just talked